the butterflies feel different, stuck in my head, and I admit it. No, I don't know where you've been, but I'll never be the same. I could get used to somebody like you. It's like you showed up and I'm feeling brand new. Can't believe love's what I'm falling into. I could get used to somebody like you, somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you. You give me everything I'm missing. The butterflies feel different, stuck in my head, and I admit it. Now I'm all in. I have to say one more than worth the wait. I could get used to somebody like you. It's like you showed up and I'm feeling brand new. Can't believe love's what I'm falling into. I could get used to somebody like you, somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like you.
When you're down and feeling like you're lonely, someone else out there feels just like you. Go outside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do. Yeah. When you're down and feeling like you're lonely, someone else out there feels just like you. Go outside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do. Yeah. Can you feel the love? Can you feel it? Can you feel the love? Can you feel it? Can
think it's time to talk to you. I think I need to understand what I'm feeling, what I feel for you. I want to know all the things I should do. What I'm feeling, what I feel for you. I need to know all the things I could do just to love you. All the things I could do just to love you. What I'm feeling, what I feel for you. I want to know all the things I should do just to love you. I think it's time to realize maybe you don't know all the answers. I wonder why I'm out of the time. I'm running away over again. I just need to know. I just need to know the reason why I'm out of the time. I'm running away over again. I want to know. I want to know the reason why. What I'm feeling, what I feel for you. I want to know all the things I should do. What I'm feeling, what I feel for you. I need to know all the things I could do just to love you. All the things I could do just to love you. Just to love you. Just to love you. Just to love you. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space.
love to drown. I need that story I used to hear, to run on and to end disappear. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. I won't lie down and I won't, I won't lie down, and I can't do this without you. Your stories, they come from the heart, glue me together and tear me apart.
Sun fading, sky gazing, stars are the jewels of the night, hidden behind a horizon, into the moonlight, into the moonlight. We were chosen, hearts are frozen. We were chosen, hearts are frozen. In time, in time, in time, in time. Once upon a time, and fame was on the road. We were dreamers, free and fearless. The world beneath us, we take flight. Starlight, star bright, you are the first star I see tonight. Starlight, star bright, shine so high you light up the night. Sun fading, sky gazing, stars are the jewels of the night, hidden behind a horizon, into the moonlight, into the moonlight. We were chosen, hearts are frozen. We were chosen, hearts are frozen. In time, we are the dreamers, free and fearless. We are the dreamers, free and fearless. We are the dreamers, free and fearless. The world beneath us, we take flight. Once upon a time, and fame was on the road. We were dreamers, free and fearless. The world beneath us, we take flight.
I believe in something different. Trying to change what I believe, yeah. I believe in something honest, with a love that's guaranteed, yeah. You've been trying to change where I belong, but you can't take me from my home. That's where I'm from, yeah. You've been trying to see a different side of me in the night, but I can find the light, yeah. Well, take me to Broadway. I'll show you how to own the stage. Take note of my desire. It will spark to ignite the fire. Ignite the fire. Ignite the fire. Ignite the fire. Ignite the laying by the fire on a cold night, wonder which direction you will choose, yeah. I wonder if we're even doing this right. Maybe I could mess around and lose you. Thinking back to all those times we walked home, knowing the sun will rise before too long. Sitting at the top of every big tree, wondering just what you think of me. Take me to Broadway. I'll show you how to own the stage. Take note of my desire. It will spark to ignite the fire. Ignite the fire. Ignite the fire. Ignite the fire.
Everything that brought me alive. Though we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. We took my innocence without an alibi. I know I'll live high. It's a river's fight without an alibi. Took my hands without an alibi. Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. When your nightmares turn to real life and the ground's filled up with landmines, we will face it standing side by side. You know I'll come running when you need. I'm coming. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. If you go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarms and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. Lately I've been losing my direction. I know, 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. If you could let me out of my body, this feeling's got me out of my mind. Without you, without you beside me. Without you,
without you beside me. Without you beside me.
blah blah. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. Wasted moments full of potential that torments an angel in disguise. But he can see her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's a whistle in the catacombs, a paradox. Oh, he's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. That time forgot. The girl that time forgot. You let her go, catacombs. You let her go, let her go, catacombs. You let her go. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. It's been too long with too many wrongs. What have I done? You've forgotten the words to our song. Now it's gone. Take it back just for one night. Take all the wrongs and pretend that we're alright. Feel the rhythm in our souls, let them entwine. 'Cause you know what you do to me. It's not fair, I don't care. Take you there, make you mine.
Don't be so distant, don't be so distant, so distant, distant from me, from you. You're so close, and yet so far. So I fight it, and here we are in each other's arms. Take it back, just for one night. Take all the wrongs and pretend that we're alright. Feel the rhythm in our songs, let them entwine. 'Cause you know what you do to me. It's not fair, I don't care. Take you there, make you mine before we're out of time, out of time. Let's sing right now. Let our bodies sing in harmony till the morning light. So good night.
Cause I don't want nobody to change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away, you can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. 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 Cause I don't want nobody to change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away, you can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think ain't nobody perfect. 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 Ain't nobody perfect.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. but you're so right. We're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. And we just slow down. For you and I are safe and sound.
Dude, my alarm didn't even go off. What the hell? So it's already 20 minutes into the game. What? My phone wasn't even on silent. How did my phone not go off? That's weird. Alright, well, let's pull up the game, shall we? Jesus, sorry. How's the game been so far, guys? If anybody has, like, is it, anybody's on Twitter or something, do let me know while I pull this up. Okay, 0-0. Maybe look at some, like, stats or something. Let's see. I have 7 viewers, even though I haven't said shit yet. Let's see. Okay, 3 shots, 1 on target for Hartlepool, 1-0 for AFC Wimbledon. Possessions fairly even. Okay, so I haven't missed much yet. Okay, that's good at least.
To move forward now to the Hartlepool half.
Shirtless. Enjoy me shirtless. Not that I don't think you guys care, but I want to keep it PG. I mean, being shirtless is still being PG technically, but I want to keep it professional. Okay, we're back. Alright, we're 20 minutes late. Why did my phone not go off, dude? I have to get this, I have to investigate this, because my phone is not on silent mode, and my phone audio is up, it's not down, and for some reason it didn't go off. Very weird, indeed. But I'm here. Let's see. Okay. Long ball here. Chisel's offside. I'm actually interested to see what AFC Wimbledon just came out with here, lineups wise, because I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's usually what they say. But some people are talking about how Sal shouldn't be starting as a striker, which is understandable because he's not a natural striker, right? I wanted to see Jack Hudlin starting today. But it looks to me like, yeah, same formation, same exact player starting, which is understandable. I mean, we came out guns blazing right out of the gate in that first game. So in terms of how AFC Wimbledon match up against this side, I think we match up pretty well against them. I think they kind of struggle a little bit in chance creation. I think while they do have a decent center attacking mid in Cook, number 10, he's played for Bradford City. I think he's averaged like 3 goals, 6 or 7 assists in his last like 4 seasons or so in all competitions. I think everyone else is kind of lackluster. Davison with a bit of a chest down here. George Marsh plays it wide now. Ooh. Yeah, he was facing the... Okay, let me get this straight, guys. Touchline, byline. Touchline is the wide throw-in line, and then byline is the goal kick line. Anyway, he was facing the touchline, back to goal, took a quick touch to his right, cross in, cleared away, and now throw in here again. Ooh, Sal, same thing. He actually takes a couple touches towards the byline, but gets shrugged off, and the cross is fizzed. Took the fizz off the cross. Ooh, plenty of space here for Brown. Ooh. Davidson holds it up. Good ball. Ooh. Good build-up play there from AFC Wimbledon. It was Davison on the hold-up there on the top of the penalty area. Played it out wide to Gunter. Gunter, first time through ball, just a little bit too heavy there for Ayuba Sal, and he tried to chase it and couldn't get there. I noticed that a lot of times, actually no, every time, I say, I mix up touchline and byline, and then I say 18-yard box instead of penalty area. I mean, 18-yard box is something we say over here in the U.S., but I'll try my best to just say penalty area so I don't confuse you guys. There's this one video that I had of me reacting to AFC Wimbledon versus Oxford last season where we won 2-1. I don't know if you guys remember that one. And I'm like, oh, good ball at the top of the 6. Nightingale. Anyway, oh, we give it away here. Back post. Oh, okay, nobody's there. It was, guess who, guys? Zanev gives it away. We played it back to Zanev, and he tried to play it out wide to outside back, but he actually played it too central. He tried to open his body up and gives it away as number 9 tried to play number 10 in behind. Number 10 plays the cross in just over everyone's head. I'm getting numbers here. I will get proper names and stuff. That was typical Nick Zanev there, unfortunately. Yeah, so for Hartlepool, as far as they're concerned, number 9, Umera, I've seen some highlights. He's very strong. He's not too pacey, but he's fairly strong. And I was going to say in the pre-match analysis before I overslept and my phone didn't go off, apparently, that they're probably going to play a lot of Route 1 stuff. Like, they're going to play it forward a lot. Long balls up to Umera and to Hasty. Well, Hasty is not a target man necessarily, but Hasty, I think he has potential. His career. Ooh, great turn there by Davison. We just played it up to Davison, who just took a touch to his left foot and just took it forward and tried to play through ball to a Sal, but it was too heavy. But Hasty has a lot of potential. He hasn't played for too many good teams yet, but he has potential. He actually got signed by Rangers in 2018-2019, or 2019-2020, but didn't play a single game. Played for Motherwell. He's played for several different teams, but hasn't really broken the mold yet. Other than Hasty and Cook, I don't really think they have anybody too notable. Watch my Herbert jersey. Nice. I'm a little bit behind, by the way. I'm like 10, 15 seconds behind here, so bear with me. Hartlepool knocking around. Ayuba Sal dispossesses. Picks off number 8 from behind. Sal. Oof. Good effort there from Ayub. Yeah, that's a good thing about Ayub starting. I did say that I would like to see Hudlin start, but that's what you'll get from Ayub Asal. You'll get press. There we go. My alarm went off this time. Woo! Too late now, because I already woke up 20 minutes late. Alright, now we got viewers. Now we got people coming in. So far from the first 25 minutes of the game, I've only seen 5 minutes worth of the game since I've woken up late. I mean, AFC Wimbledon pressing decently. Hartlepool trying to knock it around a little bit, and then just not able to do so, as the press from Wimbledon is pretty smothering. Ooh, Featherstone with a good ball out wide here. Sterry tried to take it to his left, but it was a good block there by Jack Curry. Nicely done there by Jack Curry. Okay. Well, I'm trying to see what the turnout is here. Once the camera points to the away end, I'll let you know. I did say that Hartlepool don't have too many players that are notable aside from Hasty and Cook, but Featherstone looks to me like he's pretty good on the ball too. He's always looking to play it forward like a through ball. But yeah, they're just playing around here. Hartlepool kind of sideways passing while we do press every now and again. There's Chislett on the press. Ooh, let's go Chiz. I don't think that was a foul, but all right. He was putting pressure on Menayezi there, and he ended up getting a sliding challenge in, got the ball, but went through Menayezi as well. So, oh, Menayezi on loan from Walsall. Well, we're giving too much space to Cook. Sometimes we press, sometimes we don't. But he plays a long ball over to number 3. Ooh. Good collection there by Zanov. Yeah, we just gave Cook too much space there. He had like 8 yards of open space. And he laid it off. Cross from Ferguson. Thankfully, Zanov collects. Interesting note there from Mike. Or should I say Rob Cornell. Saying that Hartlepool have had the better of the chances here. Despite 3 shots, 1 on target. Well, I gotta look back to see what that shot on target was. But looks to me like I haven't really missed much. Okay, Nightingale taking it forward, a couple touches.
Again, given that particular situation, you would hope the Dons would utilise the opportunity to try and pile maybe a few more people forward, maybe try and increase their quota of opportunities created.
Off the ball movement's lacking a little bit from the Dons here. Well, we do see a long ball played up to Chislett. Okay. Niang there was back to defend, and he couldn't clear it too far away. He was under the pressure there from Chislett. I was going to say, not too much off the ball movement, but it was a good long ball there from Alex Pierce all the way up to Chiz. I'd have to agree. Nobody within like 5 yards of that long throw. Both teams winning some headers. George Marsh wins it over Featherstone. Asal taking a couple touches. Pressure there. Plays it back to Nightingale. Come on. Nightingale on the overlap. Can he play him? Yep, there it is. Oh, the cross is poor. It was head height. And cleared away. Brown has a lot of space. Hartlepool is sitting pretty deep here. Oh, keeper spills it. Okay. Yeah, it was a long shot there from Lee Brown. Like, it was chest height, and the keeper tried to collect it, but it bounced off his chest. Kind of like Oliver Kahn in the 2002 World Cup when he Brazil's first goal. But fell perfectly to the defender, who just scrambled and cleared his lines out for a corner. Yeah, he just had to stick his foot out. I follow. I couldn't see what happened there, but it's going to be another corner kick here for Wimbledon. Lee Brown can whip a very good ball in here. Let's see what can happen from this. That's a good ball. Keeper used the top hand to tip it away. That's one of my favorite saves as a goalkeeper. I used to play keeper. Is the corner kicks, just tipping it away like over the head. I mean, I like top hand saves in general, but I feel like one of the most underrated types of save is when you like tip it over everyone's head on a corner kick. But anyway, it's actually a foul committed by somebody from the AFC Wimbledon squad there. I'm trying to look back to see what it was exactly. It was Lee Brown trying to go for a header, follows through, and ended up clashing with the keeper there. Oh, Brown gets dispossessed. Oh, okay. Chance here for Hartlepool on the right hand side. Cleared away. Yeah, Lee Brown just a little bit too slow in possession there. After a couple of headers won by both sides, and it fell to the feet of Lee Brown and on the top of our own penalty area there. Now Magoma plays it long up to Asal. Oh, keeper came out, but then he ended up going back to his line. No goal there, but Ayub Asal tried to blast it near post. Yeah, keeper was just a little bit hesitant there to come out. Could have easily come out and played sweeper keeper there, but opted not to. Yeah, AFC Wimbledon right now are playing a little bit too. They're not too predictable per se. It's just they're. Hold on one second. Oh, nobody wins that. I was gonna say neither team really wins the header there, and all of a sudden it falls perfectly to Nightingale, who tries to backheel it into the back of the net. Or no, that was George Marsh. Pardon me. That almost got a backheel goal. Keeper was able to collect it right on the line. That was pretty close. Anyway, AFC Wimbledon are really just a one-trick pony right now with a couple of long balls forward. But Ayub! No way! That is offside, okay. I was going to say Ayub shrugs off his man, shoulder to shoulder. Unfortunately, doesn't finish anyway. About 2 yards away from the keeper, tries to blast it near post low and hard. Bounced off the keeper's foot, but offside anyway. I was going to say, Ayub Asal, so far, playing a bit of a makeshift, as a makeshift striker, obviously, but we're playing a lot of long balls to Asal, which is fairly interesting. I didn't expect to see that. Most of the long balls obviously are not intended for his head, but they're through balls and trying to utilize Asal's off-the-ball pace. And Hartlepool look a little bit shaky in the back in terms of conceding those through balls over the top, but most of our through balls have been just a little bit too heavy for Asal. If we can find a through ball that, perfectly weighted, I think we'll be fine. Oh, Alex Pierce just losing. Okay. Cleared away, thankfully, by Lee Brown there. A couple headers won by both sides in the end. And Pierce just trying to run ahead and win it with his head, but he just overruns the ball. And Umara tried to lay it off to somebody and receive it on the 1-2, but thankfully Lee Brown swoops in and clears his lines. A little bit shaky there from Alex Pierce. Come on, put the press. There we go. They're playing it out wide here now. Hartlepool. Hope you're good. I can't seem to get into iFollow today, so you're my saving bacon. I appreciate it, man. I'll try my best with my commentary, although my brain's a little slow right now because I woke up like 15 minutes ago. So, oh, Davison off the ball press. Was able to dispossess Niang, but then it bounced off Niang and went over to Menayezi on the right hand side and throw in for Hartlepool. I'll try not to do play-by-play commentary too much. I'll just leave that to... Oh. Way. Yeah, so best opportunity of the game so far supposedly came from Hartlepool, but at the same time we did have a chance there where George Marsh trying to backheel it like 6 yards away from a corner kick that neither team really won. Or neither team won the header from the corner, so... Other than that, not really much to talk about here, aside from a couple of times where AFC Wimbledon, like a little sloppy in the back, whether it's Nick Zanev trying to play it up to our outside back, but instead playing it straight to the striker, or Alex Pierce overrunning the ball a little bit. We're just a little sloppy in this first half from what I'm seeing. Anyway, the Dons turnout is alright. I'd probably estimate about, say maybe 400. Hartlepool is fairly far away, I believe, from London. Another through ball over the top here to a Sal. That was Chislett, actually. Keeper came out, but then ball actually bounced past the keeper. Corner kick here for Wimbledon, though, as Chislett tried to take a touch around and wanted to put the ball back into the box, actually, but Niang got the block in, or the keeper actually got a hand to it before Chislett was even able to get the cross off. So he recovers partially. A lot of players lining up at the top of the box here for AFC Wimbledon. Some players going near, some players going far. Although the cross was not the best. Near post easily cleared away. Sal on the left. He's double teamed. Plays it back to Brown. He has plenty of space to put the ball into the box here. Oh, Nightingale knocks it down. Bounces around. Hartlepool going to clear their lines though eventually. Yeah, Sal just drew two defenders in. I think some players, or Hartlepool, are not scared of a Sal, but they're trying to make sure that they nullify him, and so he laid it off. Easy cross there for Lee Brown. Good ball. Thankfully for Hartlepool, the knockdown from Nightingale amounted to nothing. Alright, we got a free kick here for AFC Wimbledon. I'm trying to look back to see what happened exactly. I didn't see much on that. A little bit of a shirt-tugging war between Nightingale and Umara, and Umara was deemed to have done more of the offending there. Free kick from about the midway line. Yeah. Punched away by Killip. No foul? Okay, throw in any. Okay, free kick or throw in? I can't tell.
And I think that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah.
To the Dons over on the far side as we await the hoisting of the overtime verdict tablet.
Olhos.
On the far side.
Ojos.
Additional minute then to be added on at the end of the first half, a minimum of 1 minute.
Yeah, olhos is eyes in Portuguese.
Just about right, I think.
I'm gonna have to start. I haven't spoken much Portuguese in my house. I gotta do so because I mean I'm going to Brazil in like a month and 3 weeks, so can't be too lazy to just hold off on speaking Portuguese.
He's opposite number 5, Murray, I think, who's got the touch, but
Only 1 minute of added time here.
Hartlepool over on their left-hand side.
Yeah, Premier League started yesterday. I actually didn't get to see the highlights between Crystal Palace and Arsenal. I was going to, but I just never got around to it. So we'll see what happens there. I still don't know the score because I kind of want to just save it for whenever I do look up the. I'll probably just watch the highlights after halftime or something, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, well, halftime 0-0. Sorry for waking up 20 minutes later. I don't know why my phone didn't go off. Last night I overslept because my phone was on silent. Or not last. What am I saying last night for? It was a few nights ago when I was supposed to go. It was yeah, a few nights ago. It was yesterday actually. I was supposed to meet up with my friend, and I overslept because my phone was on silent. This time it wasn't on silent, and it still didn't go off. So I'll have to investigate that. That being said, not much to talk about. AFC Wimbledon giving it away a couple times. A little sloppy in possession. Only one clear-cut chance from each side, really. I didn't get to see the clear-cut chance from Hartlepool, but from AFC Wimbledon, just kind of a scrappy corner kick that neither team won the header, and then all of a sudden fell perfectly to the feet of Marsh. Tried to backheel it, but keeper was able to collect it about 1 yard away from the back of the net there. But yeah, I'll be back after these short messages. Oh wait, actually, before I go, do I want to see any subs? We're playing very. I was gonna say Hartlepool. We're gonna play Route 1 football in this half, but Hartlepool are the one that are possessing more than we are, so that's kind of a back-ass prediction right there. My prediction was all wrong. We're playing Route 1 stuff instead, so yeah, we do need to rally the troops. I'd say in terms of subs, maybe try to bring on someone like Nathan Young-Coombs. I mean, if we're going to continue to play this long ball Route 1 type shit, then might as well bring on Young-Coombs, who's going to have some pace. He's going to have some chemistry with Magoma, who can maybe play through. But although Magoma and Asal have shown some pretty good chemistry so far this season, a couple of good through balls played from Magoma to Asal. Most of the other through balls were overrun, or overplayed, I should say. But yeah, maybe after 60 minutes or so, maybe bring off, I'd say, one of the center mids, have a Sal come back and play as an attacking mid, and bring on Nathan Young-Coombs. Other than that, well, maybe Kyle Hudlin. If we're going to keep playing Route 1 stuff and have Hudlin knock the ball down, maybe. But, I mean, like I said, we've been playing a lot of through balls, long balls over the top, rather than trying to play it to someone to lump it down and knock it down. But, yeah, I'd say NYC should come in. But other than that, I don't really have anything. So, see you guys after these short messages.
We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound.
Oh shit. I thought I... Okay, off topic. I thought I switched over.
We don't belong making ladders out of cowboy sheets. We will be gone while we're counting stars, they're counting sheep. Peter, all the rest don't make a sound. Just keep running and keep running and keep running. In our heads we're 10 feet off the ground. Just keep running and keep running.
eyes closed. Some people just prefer to ignore, but I can't control this hunger. I have to know it all. When the city's sleeping, I collect their secrets buried in my mind. Will they ever see the light? When the city's sleeping, I hear all their secrets. You would lose your mind if you knew what's inside mine.
back then to the second half of Hartlepool against the Dons. 0-0 at half-time. Brittany Sue Robb listening over there in Abu Dhabi. Hetty Sparkle's joining us as well. Brittany Sue, young lady. And a special mention for our old mate, Mr. Bob Walsh. Starting a 23-show run at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this very evening, part of his Wrong Comedy extravaganza. Brings you all the very best with that, and get up there and see the young man if you can. And as he would have said himself back in his Don's Outlook days, thanks for your help. A lovely man. Good luck, Bob. Don's End will be getting the second half underway then, attacking the Simpson-Miller stand in front of their massed away travelling acolytes.
Nick, what have we got to do to get something from this in the second half now?
What's up, dudes? I have returned, and so have the teams. We are back for the second half. I'll try to make this stream as entertaining as possible, because that first half was far from it. We'll see. Well, Jack Curry cuts it inside immediately and draws the foul. Nicely done. Sometimes you'll be looking to see Jack Curry taking a touch down the center, as you know, he does have that pace, and he's going to look to draw defenders in to maybe try to, yeah. Sometimes you'll try to like lay it off, and you could see Jack Curry maybe trying to create space for himself on the return pass. But free kick here for AFC Wimbledon to start off. That first half was just that was one of the most boring halves of football I've watched in a while. I don't want to sugarcoat it, so we'll see. Lee Brown could whip a very good ball into the box here. Ooh. Oh! Alright. It looked to me like Alex Pierce was going to win that, maybe for a knockdown. He missed it completely, but actually Nightingale came in. Sometimes when players are on the back post and somebody jumps for a header and misses it, typically they might like lose track of the ball, or they might not anticipate the ball will fall to them. But Nightingale got a pretty good header, and the keeper had to collect it, like palm it down and then collect it. Ooh, a Sal! Trying to create space for himself. Just took it on himself and tried to take it inside the penalty area onto his left foot, but defender cleared away. Good positive opening first 2 minutes here for AFC Wimbledon. Chizza holding it up, drawing the foul, or not? No foul. Yep. Nicely done for Mayu. Ooh. Cleared away, not fully away. Curry puts it in, right hand side, cleared away, not fully away. Alex Pierce. Oof. Now it's left hand side here. Oof. My commentary is all over the place, I'm sorry. Fuck. Yeah, just Hartlepool winning all the headers, really. Corner kick, headed away. I thought Chisel was going to blast it from just outside the penalty area, but he laid it off for somebody else to put the ball into the box, headed away. Lee Brown put the ball into the box again, headed away. So that was 3 in a row there for Hartlepool to be able to nullify the damage. Nightingale dispossesses number 9. Yeah. He was able to dispossess Umera, try to play a through ball to Asal, and Asal just couldn't win the physical battle there over Murray, one of the center backs for Hartlepool. Long ball intended for Umera, but Alex Pierce is able to see it out, clears his lines, keeps it in. But plenty of space here for Murray as he chests it down. Some good press here from Wimbledon, but Cook is able to stick with the ball. Doesn't get dispossessed there, gets fouled by Magoma. Yeah. It was good press there from AFC Wimbledon, but Cook was able to just keep it at his feet and took a touch around the sprinting Paris Magoma, who was trying to dispossess him just all of a sudden. But let's see, far post. Oof. Well, Miniazi won the header, but it bounced off Curry after the header, and then now it's back over to Cook on the left-hand side, puts the ball into the box for a post. That was a bit scary there, as back post was Niang, and he tried to knot it back in towards the danger area, but it was just over the crossbar, as the cross was too far ahead of him, as they said. Yeah, we're getting beat in the air a lot. Obviously, in our own final third, you would expect the center backs defensively to win most of the headers, but on the offensive end too, it looks to me like we're having a hard time winning the headers in our own final third as well. Nicely done by Marsh. Let's go, Marsh. Draws the foul. Yeah, George Marsh received it, played a one-time ball over to Davison. Davison played it back to him one time. And it was like a 50-50, but he actually got his foot to the ball and was able to take a couple extra touches down that right wing, and he drew the foul. So nicely done there from George Marsh. Nimble feet there from the former Tottenham Academy man. Keeper collects it just way too close. Lee Brown tried to play it at the top of the 6-yard box, but keeper collected it pretty easily. Get stuck in, Chislett. They tried to play Niang in the center, and Niang took a bit of a heavy touch, and he did get stuck in the challenge, but didn't come away with it. Maybe not strong enough of a challenge from Chiz. Yeah, Hartlepool are possessing it a lot. They're creating a couple of odd half chances here, but I think AFC Wimbledon doing a good job in terms of trying to pin them in. But Hartlepool are possessing well, actually. I thought they were going to be giving the ball away a few times under the press, but they've been knocking around pretty well here, Hartlepool. Not able to come away with it here. Now we're sitting deep. Okay. Cook with a poor first touch allows Nightingale to come away with the ball. Clears his lines. They try to play it forward actually to a Sal, but as usual, ball is too heavy. Keeper was able to get back to that. Ooh. Niang gives it away to Chislett. Chislett has 5 yards of space here. He takes that space, plays it out wide. I don't know what that was from Niang. Tried to switch the play, and I don't know if it bounced off his foot or just. No, he tried to 3-toe it. He tried to switch the play with a 3-toe or a Kareshma outside of his boot and just completely got a mess of that one. But goal kick here for Hartlepool in the end. It was a cross coming in from Gunter, but it bounced back off of Gunter, I guess. I thought it was a corner, but apparently not. Somebody's got to change here. I would really like to see NYC coming in. Or maybe, honestly, Davison has had a decent first half, but Maybe have Hudlin coming in around the 80th minute for Davison. Have two up top. NYC Hudlin. Hudlin not winning the knockdowns. Oh, Magoma. Clear your line, Zanev, please. Thank you. Yeah, he was being pressed there by Umara, and Zanev was trying to wait for the ball to like roll to his right foot so he can clear it, because the pass from Magoma was somewhat of a hospital ball. Come on. Once again, we got a long ball here from Hartlepool. Curry wins. Yeah, Hartlepool are, I shouldn't say all over us, but they've been dictating the pace. They've been winning the physical battles, holding the ball up, winning a lot of the aerial duels. I don't know why we haven't been possessing more. We didn't play a lot of long balls, and every now and again we try to put a cross into the box, but we just don't have the personnel to be able to Header's won by both sides. It's going back and forth here. Chisel's going to clear his lines. All the way up to Asal. Can he win the physical battle here, Asal? Ooh. Sterry was... Fuck. Okay, I'm 10 seconds behind. Don't mind me here. Featherstone tries to play it over. Chislett dispossesses. Alex Pierce gets ahead of Umera there after a 50-50. Nicely done by Pierce. Long ball to Asal, but keeper collects. Yeah, nicely done by Alex Pierce to get ahead of Umera there, anticipating the ball was going to fall to his feet there. Oof. Ah, Hasty just completely beats Lee Brown for pace. Long... Oh! Ball's bouncing around the 6-yard box. Holy shit. Back outside. Dude, Lee Brown completely dumbfounded in that scenario. It bounced off of Gunter, that cross. And then it went back over to Hasty, who actually put the cross in. Back post Hasty tried to lump it back to the top of the 6-yard area, and we cleared it. Yeah, dude, Lee Brown, you cannot get beat that easily, man. Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick for Hartlepool here. I'm a little behind because I'm looking back at the replay here. Yeah, he just took a bite there instead of just waiting for Stop it, iFollow. Why do you keep showing replays when the action's going on? Holy fucking hell, dude. How is this not 1-0? Headed away, put back into the box. Header won by number 26 or 24, Lacey, who, holy shit, back post there was Umera, and it bounced off the chest of Zanev. And then on the rebound was Menayesi, and it bounced off of Zanev with a brilliant double save, man. The first one was just putting himself in a good position, spreading himself big, bounced off his chest. And then Menayesi took a touch on the top of the 6 and tried to redirect it, and Zanev got low to the ground and was able to make a second save there. God damn. Again, Hartlepool just winning a lot of the aerial duels. That initial corner kick was kind of played an outswinger back post, and Lacey was able to track it knot it back towards the top of the 6, or top of the 6-yard box. I'm trying to get my terminology correct. Hartlepool are all over us right now. How can you watch? It's on iFollow. It's a subscription service. In the UK, you have to pay like per month or per game. While over here in the US, you have the option to, well, anywhere aside from the UK, really, you have the option to buy a season pass alongside those daily match passes or monthly match passes. How is it not 1-0 Hartlepool? Holy shit. Curry's going to hold the ball up here. Marsh on the left-hand side here. Oh, nice back heel over to Chiz, but Sterry ends up recovering. I wish I could show the game, but I'd be copyright striked in that situation. Sounds good, Kodo. I'll see you there on like 9... I want to say 9:15. Oh, man. Paris Magoma. I'm rewinding here. I'm about 10 seconds behind. Don't mind me. I just want to see exactly what happened here. So Paris received the ball just too slow in possession, and he slipped, actually, as one of the players was trying to pressure him. And now Cook has space. Oh, thank God there. That ball out wide to Hasty was... I don't know why Cook decided to play it that far wide instead of trying to playing him through. Wow. That was a missed opportunity, but it's going to be a corner kick still here for Hartlepool. Cook had so much space after dispossessing Magoma. Yeah, the ball's played a little too wide for... And Hasty's first touch actually took him wider. So, thank God that Hartlepool did not capitalize there. Still a corner kick here for Hartlepool, though. In my haste, I actually brought a milk carton with me. Trying to make sure I got back in time for the second half. So don't mind me. I'm not actually drinking off of it. I'm like taking birdies of a milk carton. I'm going to put this back immediately after the game so it doesn't go bad. Well, it is almond milk, so it doesn't go bad necessarily, but... Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, George Marsh played it back to, or sorry, Nightingale played it back to Zanev, and it was bouncing, and Zanev thankfully gets a half-decent clearance. But we look so shaky. Nottingham Forest, right? I don't know the results of the Premier League yet. I'm gonna have to watch some highlights and stuff. But nice to see Lyle Taylor getting some Premier League football under his belt. If you're referring to Nottingham Forest, I don't think you're talking about Forest Green Rovers. Oh, speaking of Nottingham Forest, going back to that game against Huddersfield that they had a few months ago, the 2 penalty shouts. The first one was a penalty in my book. I think it was a handball. Second one was not a penalty. Players are a lot of fans were saying that both were stonewall In my opinion, the first one was by the book a handball, but you could argue why it wasn't, but I think it was. The second one, you can clearly see the Huddersfield player looking for the contact. He puts his body into the center back. The center back is just trying to recover. Like he's looking towards he's looking at the ball. He's trying to recover, and you could see the attacker putting his body in the way to milk the contact. And I thought, no way, that's a penalty. Not a penalty at all. But I just wanted to bring up some. I wanted to bring up that game just for the sake of discussion. Anyway, long ball here intended for Umera. He actually beats Alex Pierce for pace, but it's all the way to the corner flag. Pierce gets a touch out wide. Throw in here for Hartlepool, man. How many times have I said that? Throw in for Hartlepool. Corner for Hartlepool. Hartlepool get a ball into the box. Hartlepool win the knockdown. Just all Hartlepool, man. Oh my god, Crawford just beat two defenders there. Cross is blocked, thankfully. Nightingale tried to step in to make the challenge and he got beat, but thankfully Alex Pierce gets the block in. Pierce has been defending pretty well, I'd say. He's been our saving grace in the back, but Nightingale and Lee Brown definitely leaving a lot to be desired. Gunter at times getting beat because obviously he's not like super pacey. Fuck. Why haven't we made any subs yet? That's the question. 65 minutes in, we haven't made a single sub. That's the typical Johnny Jackson way of leaving it late, right? Some people were complaining about NYC coming in with like 2 minutes to go, and I had a bit of an issue with that too. I thought he could have come in earlier. And Cook just draws the foul there. It's just Hartlepool are possessing a lot better than I thought they would. I thought they would be playing Route 1 stuff, but they've been knocking around pretty well. I shouldn't say it's all Wimbledon playing, you know, kind of poorly. I think Hartlepool are doing their bit too. They're knocking around. They're taking care of possession, and just looked like the better side today. I honestly feel like we should be matching them in terms of possession. We should be playing with equal amounts of quality like we did in that first game. But we're just forced to be playing a lot of direct football. I don't think we should be playing direct against someone like Hartlepool. Bro, Kodo, grow up. So, okay. Sub, obviously, word for substitution, but my friend wants to just drive home the point that I am a sub, which refers to submissive, which she's referring to dominant versus... Bro, keep it professional. Come on. She also doesn't really watch football. She's just here to support me, which I do respect. As a friend, you gotta be there to support your mates. But grow up. Just kidding. Okay, so Hartlepool, yeah, still knocking around. Just not really much to talk about here. Just Hartlepool continue. Okay, here's a long ball. Finally, they play it long instead of actually trying to break our defense down, which we've been broken down too easily. Lee Brown is... Clear your lines, bro. Come on. Plays it back to Zanev. Umera was putting the press on, and Lee Brown just had the ball for what seemed like an eternity. Yeah, Davison tried to turn away from the center back. He was just holding on to Davison's shirt as he tried to turn away. Okay. Here we go. Davison hasn't really had too much of the ball in the second half, but he tried to take it down. Try to play it to Ayuba Sal there, down the center. But unfortunately, Crawford got in the way of the sliding challenge. John Green's pocket. Dude, John Green is a legend. John Green is... He's one of our own, even though he's American. Nicely done by Pierce to get the header away. Chislett has so much space here. But Sterry catches up, actually. We are in the... Was my timer not on that whole time? Oh, I guess it is, but I forgot to stop it. We are in the 70th minute now. I just fixed the scoreboard. My bad. I'm really rusty. Like, I haven't streamed, aside from that last game that we played, I haven't streamed in a bit, and I just totally forgot to reset the timer. I'll be sure to remember that from here on in. I'm just so focused on the game and just trying to make sure that I... Nicely done by Curry there. Corner kick for Hartlepool. Is it, what is this, like their 6th or 7th or something? Yeah, oh, okay, maybe not. It's only like their 4th or 5th, but still. Corner. Damn. That was, I think that was, yeah, Alex Pierce looked to me like it bounced off his head. It was him and Menayezi who were contending for that. Corner kick comes in. Menayezi wins the header. Or Umara, actually. Way over the bar, thankfully. No, I haven't played FIFA in a bit, actually. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, but I just kind of stopped after, what, the sixth episode? I don't know, I didn't really like playing FIFA anymore. That was just me. NYC! 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 Yeah, I think that's the right sub. Davison, I mean, he played well in the first half, but I suggested maybe a Sal coming off in the 70th minute or so. But Davison really hasn't had any significant impact in this game whatsoever. He's only had the ball 2 or 3 times. So NYC coming in here a lot earlier than last time. 72nd minute. And needless to say, Johnny Jackson is going to go for a short man approach. We're continuing to try to play those through balls. Over the top here is Paris Magoma trying to play it over to Gunter, but that was a good 8 yards. 8 yards ahead of him. NYC, though, going to be looking to get on the end of some of those through balls. Yeah, we're just going to go for a 1-0, just scrappy nick of a win here. But whether that's actually going to come to fruition or not is for us to find out within the next 20 minutes. Oh, Gunter could have just shielded it out. Hasty tried to play a through ball, and I thought maybe Gunter could have shielded it out for a goal kick, but he actually cleared it. Out wide. Yet another corner kick. Yeah, Hasty just took a couple touches to his left, and I thought it bounced off of him, apparently, but George Marsh, as he was trying to press, maybe it just barely bounced off of his foot. It was a good press there by Marsh, but... Back post here. Paris Magoma was actually marking Murray there. Why was he marking Murray instead of someone like Nightingale or Pierce? He actually lost track of the ball. Magoma was trying to man mark Murray in the back post, but he didn't look at the ball. Paris had no idea where that ball was, but thankfully, actually, Murray didn't try to head it towards goal. Or it was Lacey, I think that was in the back post. Didn't head it towards goal. He actually tried to head it back towards the back post, and it was actually over the head of whoever that was in the back post. But not sure why Paris Magoma was marking him there. Okay, George Marsh here has some space. Come on, Asal, take it yourself, man. Nah, he's got... Oh! Plays it out wide. Yeah, the cross was really... nothing doing from the cross there, unfortunately. Oh, boy. I totally forgot I had cereal, dude. I'm just gonna eat that before time runs out. Oh. Cross comes in, over everyone's head from Hartlepool. I think we should get in Hudlin now. I think now is the time for big boy Hudlin. Maybe have him come on for... Hold on. Cook is now on the left-hand side here. He's been cutting back to his right foot a lot, but this time he actually plays Ferguson. Nicely done, Magoma getting stuck in there. It was kind of like a 60-40 for Magoma. It was low, intended for Cook, but Magoma wins that and clears it. Yeah, we're just trying... Every now and again, we're just trying to get possession back and just clear our lines. Doesn't look to me like we're going to get the upper hand of the game at all. Did he catch himself almost saying Northampton? Silly Rob. Oh, here we go. Counter-attacking opportunity, maybe? Asal? Yellow card, certainly. Oh, advantage. Okay. It's got to be a yellow card for Cook, surely. Kind of tripped him up a little bit. Tried to put his foot in the way to win the ball, but no yellow. I mean, it wasn't a bad challenge at all. I just thought it might have stopped the counter-attack, but... Wait, oh, he did get the yellow. It was just right away off camera that he gave that yellow card. I couldn't see. Pierce is looking to try to play it forward, but instead he plays it to Nightingale. Back to Zanev, over to Brown. Brown has some space. Hartlepool sitting deep for this one attack. Oh, good turn from Chiz. Oh, he's off. This substitute, Crawford, has done wonders for Hartlepool. He's been on the ball a lot. Off the ball movement too, even though he's a center mid. They've been playing to their center mids a lot. Featherstone in that first half put a couple of good balls in the box for Hartlepool and a couple through balls as well. They're really utilizing their center mids very well, Hartlepool. And we just don't really have an answer for it. Cook has had the ball a lot for Hartlepool too, but he really hasn't created anything. You'd be a little disappointed if you're a Hartlepool fan that Cook hasn't really created any major chances in the second half. But I mean, it's just the story of the game, really. Hartlepool just dominating possession. AFC Wimbledon, I mean, pressing every now and again, which is what you need to do, but Hartlepool just playing around the press every now, whenever we do play that occasional press. And we're just not able to create on the offensive end. I mean, defensively, every now and again we get beat with a through ball, but a couple of really good opportunities for Hartlepool in the middle of the half somehow didn't make it 1-0. I mean, we had a couple of like point blank efforts, like headers or just point blank shots that Zanev was able to stop all of them. Just super Nick Zanev coming in. I mean, we give Zanev plenty of stick, but he's been the man of the match for us so far in this game, 100%. Ten minutes to go here, roughly. Magoma, oh man. The thing about Magoma is that he's a little too casual on the ball sometimes. He almost got dispossessed there, but he played it out wide. I mean, he's very good on the ball, don't get me wrong. I just think he's sometimes a little too confident on the ball. I mean, I saw that in the first game. A lot of people were giving Paris some praise, and I did too, actually. Well, in the stream, I gave him a little bit of stick for turning 180 degrees. Yeah, I'm like, oh, he could get dispossessed, but Magoma knew that player was coming in from an angle because he looks over his shoulder to make sure he knows where the player's at, but sometimes he gets caught in possession a little bit too long. Oh, Curry turns away. He has some space here. Ah, Ferguson with the tackle, but he still has the ball. I meant to say Crawford. But here we go. Yeah. Now Hartlepool have all 11 men behind the ball here, but see if we can create a chance. Sal takes it to his right. Oh, cuts it back to his left. Go on. Oh, man. Dude, he completely broke Sterry's ankles there. He faked the shot and went to his left foot, and Sterry just slipped. But unfortunately, he tried to lay it off, and the shot was blocked after he tried to lay it off to, I think that was Curry. It was blocked like 2 yards away from the shot, so it was Hartlepool getting numbers behind the ball. Oh, nicely done from Asal on the off-the-ball press. Almost dispossesses. Crowd making their voices heard. Kyle Hudlin, woo! For Chislett, though, interesting. I mean, who else would have come off, right? Because Asal's picked it up for sure the second half. He's been playing well the second half. Magoma, you don't really want to take Magoma off. He's like our engine, really, and like he makes everything work in the center mid position. Asal dispossessing Crawford, plays it out wide to Curry. Curry, go on, Curry, go. Tried to lay it off top of the six to Asal, but the center back there just got his foot on that. It was Mayonnaise who got it ahead of Asal. My iFollow just froze for a second. That was a really good First touch by Curry to take himself into space. Holy shit. Nightingale tried to play it back to Zanev, but Zanev was coming out to receive a short pass, and it went over Zanev, and Zanev was able to play it out to Lee Brown about 2 yards away from the back of the net. He was able to recover, thankfully. Brown tries to cross it low to Jack Curry, top of the 18-yard box, but it was one of the Hartlepool players that came away with it. Ferguson has plenty of space on the left, but now George Marsh recovers. Come on. Now we have numbers back, thankfully, but... Jack Curry has looked pretty good in these last 10 minutes or so on the offensive end. Yeah, he's been a little quiet, Jack Curry, on the offensive end. He hasn't gone forward nearly as much as in the last game, but now he's starting to pick up once again on that. Because the thing is, we've been playing a lot of direct balls to our strikers. We really haven't played it around and, you know, try to create some space on the ground. So Jack Curry really hasn't had that much of an offensive role up until the last 10 minutes or so. NYC really hasn't had too much of a touch of the ball either. We're playing it around a lot now, but in the end, we're not finding our strikers on the final third. Ellis Taylor coming in for Hartlepool. I follow. Get your shit together. I couldn't see what happened, but Paris McGowan got brought down about 40 yards away from goal. Elliot Taylor, he's one of our own. Brown whips it in. Oh, back post header. Nothing doing there, though. Yeah, it looks like this is a 0-0 written all over it, unfortunately. Asal kicked the ball away, but it seemed to me like he thought that there was somebody on the line waiting for it. He's like, "Oh, sorry, ref. Nah, he's a cheeky bastard. He knew what he was doing. He didn't kick the ball away like too far though, but just trying to waste a couple seconds. Oof. Oh, Cook. He has a little bit too much time here. Okay. Marsh recovers once. George Marsh has been playing pretty well defensively. Trying to make sure that he doesn't get beat. Recovers very nicely. Taylor cuts it back to his left foot. Oh my god! Cross came in head height. It bounced off someone's head and hit the bar. Asal. Go on, Asal. That's a yellow card. Come on. He beat Featherstone for pace. Surely it's got to be a yellow for Featherstone. Yeah, cross came in from Murray, left-footed. And it bounced off two players' heads. On the near post there was... was George Marsh, who tried to get a head on it. It bounced off his head, and then it bounced off Alex Pierce's head. Or, no, that was Nightingale. And it hit the bar. Just glanced off the top of Marsh's and Nightingale's heads. Holy shit. That was as close as you can get to a breakthrough. Man. How has it not been... I mean, it could easily be 2-0, 3-0 by now for Hartlepool. Come on. We got to play to Hudlin. Hudlin hasn't had anything. Try to play it long to Curry, but too far ahead of him. Why is Crawford has so much time? Come on. Put the press. There we go.
Final 10 seconds of regulation time then here at Hartlepool. Still 0-0. Here's Beniazi. Fired forward by Crawford.
Oh, that's a good header there by George Marsh. Hey! That's a yellow as well. Get in the book. Header one there by George Marsh to put Ayuba Asal into a good area. And Asal takes a quick touch to his right foot, draws the foul there from Crawford, who came in very harshly. Mistimed. It wasn't a bad challenge, it was just very mistimed. Gets on the book. Come on, you Dons. Come on, nick something out of this one. If we win 1-0, dude, that's going to be straight daylight robbery. But I'll take it if we do. Draw would be a good result, but imagine if we actually get a win out of this. No, draw is definitely a good result considering how this game has gone. Magoma? Oh, come on. That was just a... Not only was it too close to the keeper, but like it was just too high, and the keeper had so much time. Could have went back to his line, grabbed a cup of tea before coming out and grabbing that one. Exaggerating, obviously, but... Ooh, first touch there from Umero was a poor one. We lump it forward to NYC. NYC putting some pressure on Murray. It's going to be a throw in here for Hartlepool, or Wimbledon, pardon me. Got about a minute and a half to go here. Not really in any hurry to take the throw. There you go, waste as much time as possible. Oh! Gunter tried to play back post to Hudlin, but keeper collects. Hudlin is going to receive it here. Ooh. Offside. Or a foul. It's a foul on Hudlin. Yeah, Hudlin was just... Yeah, he was like trying to hold the ball up and maybe a little bit of an elbow there. He didn't throw it out. He was just trying to make himself a physically imposing presence. Maybe a little bit too much so. And looks to me like this will finish 0-0, I think. Well, one last chance really for Hartlepool. It's going to be a knockdown perhaps. Come on, Pierce, win this. Umera just wins the physicality, wins the physical battle over Pierce and was able to draw the foul. He just brings it down and then tries to take a touch and gets brought down there. Fuck. I would have favored Pierce to win that one, but it's going to be Hartlepool here, free kick. Come on. We have to see this one out. Okay. Alright, header just a few yards over the bar. Looks to me like it's going to finish 0-0. Yep. 0-0, boys. That was a polar opposite performance from the first game of the season. Polar opposite. I mean, I woke up a little bit late. Well, when I say a little bit, I mean 20 minutes late. I didn't get to see the first 20 minutes. I don't know how... Oh, let me start over, actually, because I tried to start recording for my YouTube upload. All right, boys, 0-0. And that was just a complete polar opposite performance from the last game. I mean, last game, possessed it well, knocked it well, showed some good cohesion, good chemistry with the link-up play. This time, it was a lot of Route 1 stuff. I mean, in my pre-match analysis that I would have given had I woken up on time for this stream, I would have said that Hartlepool were going to be looking to play a little bit of Route 1 stuff because they do have some pretty good physically imposing players in Umera, who actually I'm going to mention Alex Pierce later. Actually, I'll just say it now. Alex Pierce, okay defensively in terms of positioning, but lost out in a couple aerial battles to Umera, and Umera actually just holding the ball up and being a physically imposing player, and sometimes our back three had a bit of a hard time dealing with that. But yeah, I thought they were going to be playing a lot of Route 1 stuff, Hartlepool, but it was actually Hartlepool who dominated the possession for the most part. Not too much, I mean 55% possession, but it really seemed like Hartlepool were doing more with their possession as they were trying to knock it around their center mids. They really utilized their center mids very well. Featherstone was always looking to play a through ball into the box anytime he got the opportunity. He played a couple good balls. The substitute, Tom Crawford, who came in for Niang, who gave the ball away a couple times. Niang got substituted for Crawford. Did pretty well, Crawford. But anyway, Hartlepool just kind of played it around. We were trying to press at times, and they played it around our press, and we looked a little bit sloppy defensively, like losing our mark. A couple times Lee Brown got beat for pace. Nightingale got beat for pace or just a through ball. There were a couple times where Pierce got in the block or Pierce headed it away. Like I said, he played well defensively, just every now and again losing out in the physicality department to Umera, their number 9. That first half, I mean, played it very direct, not like trying to knock it down, but we tried to play a lot of through balls to Ayuba Asal. And if Asal is going to play up top as a striker alongside Davison, or if he just plays as a striker in general, that's what it seems like Asal is going to play. That's the role that it seems like he's going to be playing. He's going to be playing that role where he tries to run onto through balls or anything of that nature. But I still think our build-up play could have been better. I think we could have been more patient within our build-up play. I think the second half, there were times in which we played more passes around the back and tried to create something, but we weren't creative enough, unfortunately. Curry every now and again came forward and tried to provide on the attacking end, but it was only towards the last like 15-20 minutes where Jack Curry really tried to create on that offensive end. First 70 minutes or so, like I said, Hartlepool were dominating possession more so, and Curry didn't really have the opportunities to go forward. When we did go forward, though, we didn't really see Curry going forward too frequently, though. But then the last 20 minutes, he really made an impact, cutting it back towards the center, drawing a foul or two. And there were moments where he tried to get in behind. He actually got in behind Mayonnaise for pace and tried to drive it low and hard to the top of the 6-yard box, but Lacey, I think it was, that got his foot to it over Asal. We had a couple chances. I mean, we had a back heel in the first half from George Marsh after a corner kick was won by neither side. It kind of just bounced around a little bit. And then we had a decent opportunity with like I said, Jack Curry creating some space, beating his defender for pace, trying to drive it to the top of the 6-yard box. But Hartlepool cleared away. But Hartlepool had the better chances. And there were some scary, scary moments in that second half, especially. I mean, Hartlepool won a lot of the headers, both defensively and in our own final third as well. We had a bit of a hard time dealing with the headers. It looked to me like it was it Crawford or was it Lacey that won a back post header from a corner, went to the back post. Umera tried to head it near post, 2 yards away. Zanev making himself big, bounces off his chest, falls to Mayonnaise, who tries to take a touch and then blast it near post. And Nick Zanev positioned himself, bounced off his leg, I think it was. So a double save from Zanev in that instance. Zanev did actually okay when we played it back to him, aside from a giveaway that he had in the first half. I think, clearing his lines whenever he needed to, and making a couple of really crucial saves. I think Nick Zanev was our man of the match today. But who else can I point out that did okay? I mean, Davison did pretty well in that first half, holding the ball up a couple times, trying to lay it off. In that second half, didn't really have too much of an impact. I think he had the ball maybe 3 times in total. and all 3 of those instances he tried to get in behind the defense with a heavy touch, but ended up getting dispossessed. So he came off for NYC, which I thought was a good sub, because we could continue to play through balls over the top or through balls on the ground, as we were trying to do that a lot. A lot of the balls were played too heavily in that first half to Asaldo. But NYC didn't really have too much of an impact. We didn't really play too much to NYC. We were playing it wide a lot, trying to put crosses in the box, which, I mean, why put crosses in the box when we bring NYC in and we have 2 players that can't really win headers, Asal and NYC, which is why we ended up bringing in Kyle Hudlin in the last 10 minutes, put a couple more balls in the box, couldn't win those. Hudlin didn't really have much of an impact, and Hartlepool they deserved the win, but we're really lucky to come away with a draw, if I'm quite honest here. I mean, again, I really expected Hartlepool to be the team playing Route 1 stuff. Yet in the first 30 minutes of the game, it was all Route 1 stuff from AFC Wimbledon. I mean, as the game progressed, we started to play more and more possession, but we really couldn't create too many chances. And I'm definitely disappointed, considering that the expectations were set pretty high from that first game. But that, that's a learning lesson for me and a learning lesson for all of us to temper our expectations a little bit. Because, last season, after like 6 games, we thought we were going to win the league or something, but unfortunately we got relegated, right? That being said, I mean, I'm still optimistic, right? I mean, only 2 games in. I think, the team was just, they played as if they were still a little bit drunk on excitement off of that first game. But I still think this is a better side overall than last season. And I'm sure Lee Finch from One Was That a Dream podcast will say that till he's blue in the face, that this side is better than last season. For sure. I would have to agree. But we're definitely going to have to put out a better performance next time than we did in this particular game. But, yeah, that being said, I'm going to make it short and sweet. Player ratings, I'm going to go down the list. Brown, 5 out of 10, got beat a couple times. And disappointed with his delivery, actually. Some of the crosses that he put into the box were head height or a little bit lower. Pierce, I'd say maybe 7 out of 10. Lost out on a couple of aerial duels, but when it mattered, he was there positioning, got a couple of blocks, and blocked a couple crosses, got a few headers cleared away. Nightingale, I'd say 6. Curry, 7.5. Chislett, who eventually, Chislett was like a 6. I mean, he had the ball out wide a lot, but he never really took his man on 1v1. He played it, a lot of the times he played it back out wide to Curry or back to the center. I just think he wasn't, Chislett wasn't, what's the word for it? He didn't take initiative. Magoma, I was impressed with Magoma in the first game with his ability to look over his shoulder and see where he was at, and he played a couple of good crosses in the box in that first game. Got caught in possession a little bit too frequently. I think he was a little slow in possession at times. Magoma, while he is confident on the ball, he needs to make sure that he gets the ball out of his feet a little bit quicker, as he got dispossessed maybe 1 or 2 times and almost got dispossessed another couple other times. George Marsh, I'd say 8. He was up and down the pitch, helped out a lot on the defensive end on the recovery, and played a couple of good balls. Played a couple of good passes when we were on the attacking end. Gunter, 6. Asal, 7.5. Good off-the-ball movement, and I think he created some space for himself a couple of times. Davison, 6.5. Hudlin, no rating. Didn't really have any impact. NYC, no rating. I mean, both of our subs didn't really have any impact, really. They didn't really see the ball. Well, they didn't really see the ball too much, so nothing to say there. All I have to say is, lucky we came away with the point. I think Hartlepool deserved the win, but it's onwards and upwards from here, boys. Catch you guys on the next one.